Hello and welcome to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In this week's edition, we'll recap the race card from Saturday, September 17. 10 exciting races were on offer, including the feature event, the Administration Department Trophy. This was a 3-year-old and up overnight allowance. Let's begin our highlights package with Race 1. This was a restricted allowance event named in honor of the Hospitality Department at Caymanas Park. 9 faced the starter going 1,600 meters.
One mile the trip, they're off and racing. Came out in a good line, but JJ Warrior is outsped and left at the back early. Evan Glitter is keeping him company also. Fake breaks out wide, and Rusty is put on that lead. Rusty and ENI Links, these two vying for it as they go towards the 6 furlong point. Rusty against the rail, ENI Links on the outside. These two as they pass, locked in battle as they pass the 6. Behind them comes Sky Alexis, Traditional Boy. Evan Glitter, Fake comes next as they go towards the 5 furlong point on the course. Then comes Amron, recovering a bit, that's JJ Warrior, and racing at the back of the field, Colorado Ranger. They go towards the 4 furlong point, and Rusty shakes off ENI Links for the moment. Coming on the outside, that's Sky Alexis, 4 lengths away before we come to Evan Glitter. Behind Evan Glitter, Amron, then comes Fake. Traditional Boy comes next. JJ Warrior, and still at the back of the field, that's Colorado Ranger. It's Rusty bouncing easy on that lead, coming to the 2.5 furlong point. Rusty in front, chased all the while by Sky Alexis, being pushed out right against the rail. Left back, that is ENI Link. Rusty looks to be in control. Rusty in front by about 3 lengths in front of Sky Alexis. Does Sky Alexis has anything to offer Rusty? Rusty begins to kick away there at the furlong pole. It's Rusty stretching this lead, and Rusty and Ryan Lewis getting the better of the field. Rusty going on, and Rusty will win this one by about 6 lengths. Sky Alexis is second, third goes to Amron, fourth to Heavenly Glitter, and fifth to ENI Links.
Rusty, partnered by apprentice Ryan Lewis for trainer Patrick Lynch, completed victory by 6 1/4 lengths. Sky Alexis, Amron, Heavenly Glitter, and ENI Links rounded off the top 5. Champion trainer Anthony Baba Nunes was expected to saddle 3 horses for the second event. However, Milos, to be ridden by apprentice Carlos Blake, was a late non-starter.
Maybe we have a line. They're off and racing. This is the second. Breaking in the middle, that is Volatility. Right beside Volatility, that is Whiskey. Also there, that's Crucial Alexia. And over on the far side, The Love of God. They spread right across the course, leaving the 3. The Love of God on the far side, Crucial Alexia in between horses. Right there, too, dead center in the middle, that's Volatility. They're coming to the 2 furlong pole under the fence, and coming on, that's Royal Ash. Volatility could just have the overall lead from right in the middle of the racetrack, too. That is Crucial Alexia. Over on the far side, The Love of God. Here comes Royal Ash. It's Volatility holding off Royal Ash, the stable companion. Volatility and Royal Ash, and Royal Ash now comes a call in, and Royal Ash goes on to beat Volatility. Then comes Whiskey and The Love of God.
Apprentice Ryan Lewis secured a quick double aboard Royal Ash. Even with the absence of Milos, champion trainer Anthony Nunes was still able to secure a 1-2 finish. The day's third event saw apprentice Ryan Lewis taking aim at securing a natural hat-trick. He was aboard the 3-5 favorite Magic Bullet for trainer Gary Griffiths.
And they're off and racing. Pro Johnny steps at the back of the field, and marginally though, as they blast towards the 6 furlong point on the course. It is Sparkling Tradition and the 6th Avenue. Mixing up in front, Sparkling Tradition, maybe by a neck from 6th Avenue going down, and 6th Avenue goes right through and assumes that lead as they head toward the 5. It's 6th Avenue in front of Sparkling Tradition. Silver Souls come next as they pass the 5. Magic Bullet is fourth. Right there in 5th, that Lucky Plumber, a gap of about 4 lengths before we come to Pro Johnny. Then comes Military Shot and Galloway Bay racing at the back of the field. They're passing the 4 and heading toward the 3, and it is 6th Avenue on that lead, about a length and a half in front of Silver Soul racing in second. Lucky Plumber tucked in right against the rail in third. Right behind those and coming on and recovering, that's Magic Bullet. 3 lengths away before we come to Sparkling Tradition backing out. Coming forward also there, that's Pro Johnny. Out wide, that's Military Shot and Racing still at the back. Galway Bay there at the top of the lane. 6th Avenue trying to finish the job. It's 6th Avenue in front. Coming on the rail, that is Magic Bullet. 6th Avenue in front. Magic Bullet. Watch Pro Johnny sneaking up against the rail. They're inside the final furlong. 6th Avenue in front. Pro Johnny is coming forward. 6th Avenue driven for all his worth. 6th Avenue on top. And 6th Avenue is hustled up by Roger Hewitt. And 6th Avenue going away for about 2.5, maybe 3 lengths from Pro Johnny in second. Right there in third, Magic Bullet. And finishing fourth, Sparkling Tradition.
Lewis was denied a hat-trick as he had to settle for third aboard Magic Bullet. Victory went to 6th Avenue, ridden by another apprentice, Roger Hewitt, for trainer Rowan Matthey. Race 4 saw riders having to navigate through poor visibility caused by a heavy downpour. Horse number 1, Sacrifice, was scratched at the gate on the advice of the vet.
All in there, ready for a start. Off in racing, Golden Eye misses it and races at the back along with Jamaican Storm. Radical looks to be on that lead right there too. That is Senor Kwanzi. So Senor Kwanzi with that lead as they go towards the 4 furlong point. Senor Kwanzi looks to be looks to be that could be Party Princess as the visibility. Not ideal as Senor Kwanzi slips away. So it's Senor Kwanzi in front. It looks like Party Princess racing in second. Radical is right there against the rail, we can see in third. Racing in fourth, that looks to be Slice Saloon as Senor Kwanzi begins to turn it on in the rain. About 4 lengths in front of Party Princess. Senor Kwanzi takes them to the top of the lane. Coming on once again, that looks to be Radical. Senor Kwanzi in front. Radical paced against the rail. Party Princess in the middle of the track. It's Senor Kwanzi. Here comes Party Princess with a good-looking challenge. And Party Princess now joins Senor Kwanzi. Senor Kwanzi has nothing to offer. And Party Princess begins to pull away from Senor Kwanzi. And this is number 3 for jockey Rain Lewis. Party Princess going away, maybe by 6 lengths. Running on, Moon in second. Third goes to Jamaican Storm, also running on and fading back into fourth. That's Senor Kwanzi.
Through heavy rain and a sloppy track, Rain Lewis romped to victory aboard Party Princess to claim his third victory of the day. The Ian Prasad entry clocked 1 minute 17 and 2/5 of a second, going 1,200 meters in less than desirable racing conditions. Katie Rocket, who was entered for the 5th event, eventually stayed home, having been declared a late non-starter. This was an event for low-level claimers. Champion rider Anthony Thomas was aboard the 3-5 favorite. It's All I.
Ready for a start. This is race number 5. They're off and racing. It's All I gets a perfect start on the far side and running quickly. Fresh Cash, the grey, also in the middle. Ali Money towards the near side, along with Master of All. So this is where the race lies at the moment. Fresh Cash in the middle. Just behind the Fresh Cash, that's It's All I. Also coming on, that's Vampire Rejection, racing prominently. That is Alimony. They come towards the, passing the 3 and coming forward. But it is Fresh Cash, loving the mud this afternoon. Splashing, splishing and splashing. It's Fresh Cash, still in front. It's All I, switch towards his outside and begins to come forward. Fresh Cash, It's All I. It's All I and Fresh Cash. This is where the race lies. It's All I. Fresh Cash, It's All I, doing the better. Fresh Cash trying to fight back. It's All I. And Awesome Anthony begins to get out of the grasp of Fresh Cash. It's All I, running away from them. It's All I, easily in the end. 5 lengths. Got tight for second, could be Vampire Rejection. Running on also a cappella. Fresh Cash was there in the mix.
It's All I got the job done on a sloppy track, ridden by Anthony Thomas for trainer Jason DaCosta. It's All I clocked 1 minute 4 seconds flat, going 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs straight. It's now time for a break on the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. On the other side, we'll recap the remaining races on the card from Saturday, September 17. This included the day's feature, the Administration Department Trophy. Welcome back to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In the second half of our presentation, we'll recap races 6 to 10. Let's continue our highlights package with race number 6. A field of 10 faced the starter covering the distance of 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs straight. Michael Marler's Bukola was sent off as the 6-1 favorite.
They're off and racing. Reckless Diamond got a good break. Lyceum 2 over on the far side. Dr. Sahir Alexander prompts the pace in the middle. Run J Run is quite prominent towards the near side. Also there, that's Junior Jones. They're spread right across as they come towards the 3 furlong point. Lyceum and Run J Run. Run J Run looks to have the advantage coming to the 2.5 furlong pole. It's Run J Run on the premises. Also there coming on, that's King Livity. Run J Run in front and traveling well. Run J Run just starting a bit under the stand fence. Also coming on, that's Junior Jones. Right in the middle, that's King Livity. Run J Run still has the advantage, but right under the stand fence, Run J Run. Also coming in the middle, here comes Supreme Star, sprouting wings in the middle. Also there, that's Junior Jones. It's a mad scramble to the furlong pole. Run J Run hanging on from Junior Jones. Junior Jones comes a call in. Run J Run. Junior Jones beats Run J Run. Supreme Star, Dr. Sahir Alexander, and Lyceum.
Despite the fancied Bukola finishing down the field, it was another Michael Marler entry in Junior Jones that completed the win. In a thrilling run to the winning post, Junior Jones clocked 1 minute 2 2/5 of a second to secure victory by a neck. The day's 7th event was the General Manager's Trophy. It saw apprentice Ryan Lewis aboard the 1-5 favorite Morimoto. 7 faced the starter going 1,600 meters.
They're off and racing. Pellicula does everything wrong and is left way at the back. Power Ranking, though, slips into an early lead, tracked on the inside by Morimoto, so it is Power Ranking on that lead. Right there, too, Sunset Silhouette coming down in the middle. That is Morimoto as they blast passing heading toward the 6. It's Power Ranking rated on that lead. Morimoto settled in second. Great Trick right there in third, right on the outside, the head cornerstone hidden from view. 2 lengths away before we come to Sunset Silhouette. And how we looking running last at the moment? Passing the 5 and heads towards the 4. It is Power Ranking in front. 3 horses chasing Power Ranking. Great Trick, Morimoto, and the head cornerstone. They're arriving at the 4. Then comes Sunset Silhouette recovering. How we looking? And still way out of it, Pellicula. They're coming to the 3 and kicking once again. Power Ranking has more. Power Ranking goes on by more than a length and a half in front of Morimoto. Here also there, that's the head cornerstone right against the rail. That is Great Trick. Coming on now is How We Looking. Also coming on, Sunset Silhouette. Forget about Pellicula. They're at the top of the lane. Power Ranking still fighting on that lead. Morimoto comes a calling in the middle. Power Ranking pace against the rail. Morimoto on the outside, and Morimoto now kicks through, and Morimoto begins to go away from Power Ranking. Power Ranking is trying to fight back there at the furlong pole. Power Ranking is trying to fight back, but Morimoto has this one all won, splashing in the mud and loving the underfoot condition. Morimoto going away to beat the head cornerstone, runs on to be second. Power Ranking in third, and Sunset Silhouette in fourth.
A magnificent 4-timer for Ryan Lewis. Despite the challenge of the head cornerstone, Morimoto was able to come away with a 3-length victory in the General Manager's Trophy. The 8th event was a thrilling encounter for horse racing neutrals. It proved to be a memorable stretch run duel between Justin Biden, partnered by apprentice Shane Richardson, and Phonometer, the mount of champion rider Anthony Thomas.
This is race number 8. They're off and racing and braking and rearing. That is another wave. Stormacom blasts to the front. Adenosine sets the fraction, and Adenosine now goes on from Friend of the Family. They're really bunching up. Phonometer is their special gift. Having to apply the brake, that's Joe. Left back there as they go towards the 4 furlong point on the course. A mad scramble. Adenosine right against the rail. Right there too. Friend of the Family. These in tight at the moment. Then comes Stormacom right there too. Also, that's right on the rail. That's the gifted one. They're at the top of the lane, and Phonometer now grabs the lead. Phonometer goes on with it and looks purposely coming off the rail a bit. Phonometer in front, right there too, right against the rail. Adenosine fading out of it. Stormacum begins to get rolling. It's still Phonometer in front. Stormacum beginning to come forward, also coming on. That's Justin Biden, but turning them back, it is Phonometer still in front. Phonometer in front by about 4 lengths in front of Justin Biden, chasing Phonometer. Phonometer tying up Justin Biden, is flying on the outside. Phonometer hanging tough. Justin Biden, Phonometer goes by together. Then comes Stormacum, another wave, and a Joe. Very tight finish. Photo for the win.
Collared in deep stretch, Phonometer surrendered the lead to Justin Biden to lose by a short head. 1 minute 15 and 2/5 of a second was the winning time, going 1,200 meters. Race 9 was the Brand Optimization Manager's Trophy. Aaron Chatry was a replacement for Cayman McGregor aboard KP Choice. The 12-horse last bid was a late non-starter.
Jaguar a bit skittish, and they're off and racing. Breaking on that lead, looks to be Brompton Alex right there too, and tacking across, getting a good break. That's Marketplace. So Marketplace over toward the far side, showing good dash. Also in the middle, that's Phoenix Risen as Marketplace begins to tack across. Also there on the closest to us, that's Jaguar, Legal Bomb, and Ruby's the one. They come towards the 2.5 furlong point on the course, and it is Marketplace. Looks to be the overall leader over on the far side. Ruby's the one, is coupling up nicely and begins to come forward. Marketplace in front and traveling well. Marketplace over on the far side. Ruby's the one closest to us. It's Marketplace and Ruby's the one. This is where the race will be decided. Ruby's the one begins to come forward nicely, and Ruby's the one kicks, and Ruby's the one. And Dick Cardenas will land the 9th. Ruby's the one beats Marketplace. Argo Sumai runs on to be 3rd. Brompton Alex is 4th, maybe KP Choice, just over Noble Impulse.
Ruby is the one at odds of 5-2 landed the Brand Optimization Manager's Trophy, ridden by Panamanian Dick Cardenas for champion trainer Anthony Nunes. Ruby is the one completed the win by 5 lengths, clocking 58 and 2/5 of a second, going 5 furlongs straight. The 10th and final was the day's feature event. Carl Anderson's Emperor of the Cats was a late non-starter. That left 11 starters to face off in what was the Administration Department Trophy. This was a 3-year-old and up overnight allowance event.
And we're ready for a start. They're off and racing on Ruly Boss and K-Boy, left at the back early. Super Duper has speed, not afraid to show it. Super Duper in front by about 2 lengths from True Al Sky racing in second. Right there too is Generational as they pass the 5 furlong point heading towards the 4. Eagle One is right there too, coupling up nicely. That's the Good Witch going down into second, right against the rail. That is the Jay's Boy, but Super Duper blasting past the 4 furlong heading to the 3. Super Duper with that lead. The Good Witch in close attendance. Right there too is True Al Sky, out wide Generational, right against the rail. The Jay's Boy. Super Duper is traveling nicely at the moment, just about a length and a piece from the Good Witch racing in second. They're at the top of the lane. The Good Witch attacks on the inside. Super Duper now joined by the Good Witch. Watch the Jay's Boy coming forward. The Good Witch, Super Duper, the Jay's Boy scraping the rail and scraping paint. Not getting through as yet. And it is the Good Witch still in front. Super Duper is still there. The Jay's Boy begging for room. It's Super Duper coming back once again on the Good Witch. Super Duper, what a magnificent finish. Super Duper, the Good Witch, the Jay's Boy diving. The Jay's Boy beating Super Duper. The Good Witch got tight for 4th, but it's the Jay's Boy. It looks like very tight finish. It's tight for 2nd between the Good Witch and the Super Duper.
A composed ride by apprentice Nicholas Hibbert aboard DJ's Boy to deny Brian Lewis a 5-timer. Conditioned by O'Neill Sweetyman Markland, DJ's Boy clocked 1 minute 13 seconds flat to win by a short head. As we recap another thrilling weekend of racing, it was highlighted by Brian Lewis's 4-timer. Lewis's victors came aboard Rusty in the first event. This was followed by Royal Ash in the second, Party Princess in the 4th, and Morimoto in the 7th. Meanwhile, in the trainers category, Champion trainer Anthony Nunes secured a hat-trick of wins. He saddled Royal Ash in the day's second event. This was followed by wins from Morimoto in the 7th and Ruby is the One in the 9th. This has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. See you next time.